Hello. Hi, good evening. Welcome, Williams.
Good evening.
Yes, so I'm guessing everybody can hear me now. We'll definitely wait like 5 to 10 minutes for others who start immediately. Um, and for those joining us, welcome. Please make sure to keep your mics off. Please stay with us and definitely enjoy the session. Welcome to William. Welcome.
Okay, what are those?
Jesus, that.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. So yes, it's exactly 6:06, and I don't want to keep us any longer. More people are still going to join us. I want to welcome you all to the NUGA Volunteer Network. This is the second session we'll be having for this year, 2026. This is now ushering us into our wider audience, to our students, volunteers, to our Nigerian students as well, and student athletes, young professionals as well. So I'm welcoming you all now officially to the second session we're having for the year 2026 for the NUGA Volunteer Network. But this time around, it's an open session whereby we would be inviting all Nigerian students to come join us for an engaging session on digital presence and personal branding. Um, Okay, please kindly keep your mics off, please. Thank you. So yes, as we continue to strengthen the NUGA volunteer network, we would make sure to always engage you, with wonderful content on our socials. Please, your mics. Thank you. We'll make sure to engage you with wonderful content. Yes, and as well as wonderful webinar sessions to keep you informed and educated as well, as you're all young professionals here, graduates, undergraduates, you're about to leave school and all that, we just want to prepare you with the necessary toolkits you need for the actual real world, which is now very much digital. So this session is just here and just to guide you guys on, you know, service in volunteering, digital branding, your presence online, how to just authentically be yourself. Um, yeah, so far so good. We have more participants joining. Welcome everybody. Yeah, and so let me officially begin. My name is Ogechi Stella Meka, an admin and the communication strategist for NUGA. I welcome you all. So I'll be taking the welcome address, which I already just gave, and now next to the opening remark. Hopefully more participants join before I will kick off with the slides to usher in our wonderful speaker for today. Yes, so more emphasis on the session will be made using my slide, but I just want to run through one or two things. Today's conversation basically centers on digital presence and personal branding, an area that continues to shape many lives, and individuals, how you're perceived, engaged, and selected for opportunities, vice versa. So I encourage you all to approach this session with intention, ask questions where necessary, and the chat box is there for you, just the usual, your name, your university, the units you'd like to be in, or the unit you currently are in our network or not in our network, or a unit that you enjoy currently. It could be event coordination, it could be volunteer management, it could even be media, communications, anything. So once again, I thank you all for joining the session, and kindly stay glued to your screens while I will just shortly share my screen with you all. So please, if you can see my screen, kindly let me know in the chat box. So yes. So yes, our webinar topic today is
I cannot see your screen.
Okay, I'm already sharing my screen now. Maybe it's your network connection. Please, who else can see my screen? Kindly say something.
Reset the network again.
Hello, anyone else can see my screen? Williams, you can see my screen?
Yes, I can see it well.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so yes, our topic today is building your digital presence, personal branding conversations. And I'm your moderator for today, Ogechi Salameka, admin officer and content strategist for NUGA. This meeting is now officially the second session we'll be having. The first one was a closed meeting, which was strictly for the volunteers, the ones we accredited, we vetted, and we made sure that yes, we can officially welcome them into the volunteer community. But this second session is for the entire student community, Nigerian students to be precise. So if you're joining from any university, wherever you are in Nigeria, kindly please state it in the chat box for us, your name, your university, and yes, let's get straight into it. Welcome you all to this webinar. So part of this monthly series, we would focus on equipping Nigerian students for real-world opportunities, skills, introducing you to what it looks like, what visibility can look like for you digitally, and your career readiness. Career readiness can range from your ability to find opportunities with your digital profiles, and just beyond that, scaling, the sky is your limit. Is not your limit, but your stepping board. So the session aim for today will be we hope to be able to put you through how and what it takes to build a strong digital presence, communicating your value clearly, who you are as a person, what you are, what you plan on sharing with the world and your audience as well. Positioning yourself intentionally out there, not just putting content out into the noise, putting everything out strategically, intentionally, and staying true to yourself authentically as well. Creating opportunities through visibility. This is much as saying that when you have a digital presence, it's not just ending there. It's not just dropping it for the it's not just dropping it online and expecting everything to just work magically. No, it doesn't work that way. We hope through our speakers slides and his session for today that he's going to put you all through an awesome session. Definitely, I can give you all that. So yes, straight to it. So this is our speaker today, Mr. Ajagundamilare Williams. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. He's a digital branding strategist and CEO of the Williams brand. He is a social media manager for IDCL Africa and Kiataka. He's certified in customer support, digital marketing expert, and project manager. So he's very much focused on helping individuals to build visibility, staying relevant, and creating opportunities out there, job opportunities, career opportunities, and lots more things on there for you as well. And I would really love this. Williams, I hope you're here with me. Hello.
Yes, I'm here with
Okay,
you.
thank you so much. I will be handing to you shortly, just trying to do a little outro. Yes, so as much as we would love to educate you guys or introduce you guys to the idea of what a digital presence should look like or feel like, I would really love that the takeaways surrounding today's session would revolve around intentional representation. That is intentionally putting yourselves out there, presenting yourself out there, because your digital presence never leaves you, maybe except you decide to wake up one day and then maybe delete your socials or something. But apart from that, your digital presence is a digital footprint on its own. As much as we talk of CVs, as much as we talk of paperwork and all that trail, you having your digital presence speak for you as much as word of mouth or any other form, or medium, which people use these days. Your digital presence is very much important and intentional, the way you make it work for you. Value sharing, consistency, positive impact, and value creation. Yes, definitely. Whatever you put out there, we hope that it provides value to you as well as to your audience out there. And to the student audience we have on here with the session with us today, we hope you have a wonderful time with our speaker. I'll be handing over to you now. Williams, do you need assistance with the slides or would you share them yourself?
Yeah, I would need assistance. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, that's beautiful. Let me just... I'm ready when you are. I can share them now, right? Yes, please just do like a little 1-minute introduction while I try to share your slide. Sorry, we can't hear you. Yes, you are now. You are audible now.
All right. Good evening, everyone, and I want to welcome you once again to this webinar. And firstly, I would like to thank the NUGA body for this opportunity and for finding me worthy to present before us and to take us Right. I said earlier, my name is Williams, and I'm a digital person, a certified customer service support specialist, and even as the profile has read. So I don't know if we can just go straight to the So because of our time, and I'll be running real good. And please let me know the time to stop and to ensure question and answer, please. So before I begin, so that I work with time. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I was asking a question that please let me know the time I would welcome question and answer so that I work with time.
Definitely. But sorry to cut you. Please, others here in the meeting with me, please, is it possible if you can briefly on your camera? Can anyone do that for me? So that we could just take quick pictures and all that. Yes, please. Yes, and occasionally if you can put your camera on so that we know that you're here with us and you're listening. Please, Mohammed, Durojai, Aaron, please kindly put on your cameras, please, for a few seconds. Okay. So, Williams, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can. Okay, so are we good to go? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I was asking a question. I was asking a question that let me know the time that, or maybe you just communicate with me alongside since you can't decide the time
No,
now.
definitely, I will communicate with you. No, but you could see the screen here. I put up your slide. You can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right. So let's move straight. All right. Having you know, give reference to the Nuga body. So let's just start real good. Now, what we're talking about today, please. She said something the other time that okay, she talk about your school. Okay, I think I've not gone through the can we just omit for just few minutes, just your name and the school where you're joining from or the school you represent? Can anybody do that? Can anybody do that? Are we all here? Are we all here? Okay, I can see Unilag, University of Lagos. Okay.
Federal University Dutse Jigawa State.
Please, can you be more audible?
Federal University Dutse Jigawa State.
Okay, welcome. Any other person? All right, let's move real good. Yes, good evening, everybody, once again. So what we're talking about today is digital presence and personal branding. And firstly, I'd just like to go to the word, and I know the word digital presence is not a new thing to us. This is not the first time we're hearing the word digital presence. The same way human being exists, and physically you exist, and when we're growing up or when we're in school, we're taught something about the characteristics of living things, how that human exists, and there are characteristics to show for it that human exists now. And you agree with me that there are different age or different ages, as the word may be. There was a time we have Stone Age, we have, I think they say we're in Gen Z now, or Gen Alpha, or which one, anyone you call it. Now, you will see that the world is gradually evolving. It means that as the world is evolving, you should also stay relevant. You should also move forward. You should also move ahead so that you are not left behind. All right. So there was a point in time where you need to physically be at the place of work for you to be considered present. Are we together now? So maybe probably you are done with school. I'm just citing an example, and you got a job. You will need to probably from Monday to Friday You need to sign up at a time, and you physically leave an office. But now we have an age or a time where people can, from the comfort of their home, do tasks, resume to offices, and leave their tasks without leaving their homes. There are jobs now that are hybrid, that are parts that you would do from the comfort of your home, and there are also parts that you would do even when you go to offices. And these are what we call remote roles. And I know that we are conversant with that. Or do we have anybody who does not know what remote role means? Remote roles simply means the things that you do remotely online without moving, without having to move from the comfort of your home. So this is what is called remote role. Now, what we call digital presence is just you being alive online. Digital presence means you existing digitally. Digital presence means you being alive, you in your space, like finding influence and being available digitally. And that is what it means. The same way you say, okay, I am physically present in my class. It means if you want to count people in your class, you'll be counted. It means that you are available. It means if they are taking attendance, you will take. It means if there is anything, any task required of you, you will do. And which would also take us to the second part, which is called personal branding. Because this is a student gathering, and please just still maintain my slide. Thank you, ma. Now, this is a student gathering, and I want it to be an interactive one. I don't want to be the only one to speak, to communicate. All right. I believe that we also have a quota to
Which
also
slide?
deliver. Still maintain the first one. Yeah. I'm just trying to build around my introduction. All right. So yes, personal branding. Thank you so much. Personal branding. Now, the word personal, you know what it means. Anybody knows what we call branding? Anybody? Anybody? You've heard about the word branding before? Anyone? Can anyone just unmute and just talk about what we call branding? Hello?
You can go on. Mohammed.
What I get to understand by branding, just like a value addition toward what you are doing.
Okay. Another input, another person. Can we hear from another person?
Joe, are you here with us?
Wow.
Yes, ma. Good evening, ma. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Okay. Please, can you tell us what you understand by branding?
Branding. Let me say, branding is what is kind of like a identity you build for yourself. It's something like
Okay.
it's kind of like the identity you build for yourself.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. Do we have any other person? Maybe probably the last person to try. Okay. All right. So according to what I have here, branding is an identity for a product or services. Now, having that simple explanation. Now, when you now put it together, personal branding, it means your identity. It means the product that emanate from you. It means the service you render. It is what is called your personal branding. Now, I think I was in a webinar also, and someone was saying, even as a human being, you are a brand. Yes, that was how the person made that statement. As a person, you have an identity. You have a selected people that you are in their midst, and you have a value that you are bringing to those people. So, owning to that definitions, it means even as human, you are a brand on your own. So now, personal branding is the product, the service, the identity that you produce online by your own self. All right. I know there are other parts of definition of branding, that comes with, okay, this is what I do, this is what I render, and much more beyond your business, even your own self. You are a brand. Because, and when we move further, we'll go to what we call niche. All right. So I'm just giving explanation to that digital presence is you existing online, is you being alive online, is you being seen online. And personal branding is the value, the identity, what you bring to the social media space. So that is what is called personal branding. All right. So in that slide, there is a word that I said, in today's world, your opportunity don't just come from what you know, but how well you are seen. All right, understood and positioned. These three words that are here, how well you are seen. Now let's take, for instance, physically, when I see you, there is something that comes to my mind. Maybe in a class now, you will understand with me that there are people that when you see them, you will just know that these are the jovial people in the class. That is their brand. That is what their identity is. All right. And funny enough, there are some people while we're in school, you hear stuff like school too. When you hear that word, you will know their identity, you know their brand, you know what they signify. Anybody can relate with that. School too, you say they are school too. You know, those ones. All right. Let me just take that off. And how well you are seen, understood. When you're not understood online, you cause confusion. People do not even know what you do. They do not know your identity. They do not know what you are bringing. All right. And positioning also matter. It is a very important aspect of your own identity online. So if you are not positioned rightly, people do not understand you. You are not even seen, because there is a social media app that has 1 billion active users. Now, so just imagine that within 1 billion people, or at least 1 billion people, you are not seen, you are not understood, you are not positioned rightly. There is a popular word that said overtaking is allowed. People don't even know that those people exist. Let's take to the second slide. Thank you. People do not even know, because there are a billion of people. Just imagine a billion of people in front of you. All right. And you are not given a clear information. People will be confused about what you do. All right. Now, why this matters for you? All right. Now, why does it matter for you to be seen? What is the essence of you doing something, being a volunteer, being a student, and the world is going digital and you are not moving? It means that you are not with us. It means the person is in the stone age. It means the person should not even be counted amongst people. And it is so funny that some people, the same phone that you have in your hand, some people are making millions from it. There are some informations that some people have, and it gives them a hedge amongst others. All right. Under the Be Seen section, it said, stand out before you speak. All right. Your page makes the first impression. And before we go to social media space, there is what we call page. It means that is the first thing that I interact with when I search your name online. That is the first thing that give me your CV. All right. And this age and time, you do not need to bring your CV to a table. But when people see you online, they already know that this is what you stand for. Take, for instance, there is this guy that jokes around, this Pella guy. Now, you will know that this is his brand. There is a way he positions himself to be seen. And there is one dramatic hip-hop artist, you know, I will not call his name, but you know, he has his hair like that, like a woman, you know, painting hair, and he has different colors. So the guys go from prison to home and all of that. The guy is creating drama. That is his brand. That is what he is known for. That is how you, when you see him, in fact, if you see him in the church, you'll be laughing, because obviously you'll be wondering, what does this guy wants to do in the church? Do you get that now? Now, another very important thing about digital space is getting opportunities. And all right, I'm trusting that before we end this webinar, I would also be talking about some informations. All right, I will also be talking about some opportunities that, as a student, as you know, volunteers, things that we can do and that can also earn us. All right, like the introduction, I work with 3 different organizations, like constantly. It means that every month I get paid actively from 3 different organizations. All right. And there are some other things that comes like contracts and all of that. Now imagine, and let me just be truthful with you. If you are thinking that, okay, this is the person that has been around for so long, so much time. I graduated just a year ago, and just within 1 year, consistency, positioning myself rightly, getting the right skill, the right course, networking around the right people, and I can tell you what has been achieved within the space of a year. Do you get it now? So there are opportunities online, all right, and I'll be moving towards that when we get to. Okay, all right. Now, positioning yourself. I already talked about that. All right, so let's move to the next slide. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, all right. I already talked about the digital presence, and okay, I will just rush around it. For students, what it means is building credibility early in your career journey. Now, for some of us, there are. I was telling someone reached out to me. I think the person is in part 2, and the person was saying, okay, she wants to do stuff like that. She wants to earn online and all of that. And I told her that although it is not something you rush about, but consistently building from part 2, I'm telling you, before you graduate, you're already doing big things. You're already making it big. All right. And I now asked her, I begin to ask some questions tailored around her passion. All right. So let me just ask a question from some of us here, that what is that one thing that you just found yourself that you love doing as a student? So I'll be taking from maybe 3 persons. Yes, if you are still with us. Hello, am I audible? Can we hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please, what did you say last?
I was asking a question that what is that one thing that you just found you love, that as a student you just love doing? Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
That you see that it is your passion that you love doing.
So for me, I love to go out and take pictures. Yeah, most times I love to just go out, take people's pictures and all of that.
Perfect. Now for you, now you love taking pictures. Now out of the 3, or okay, let's say 4, 5 major social media platforms that we have, who can tell me the best social media platform for him to scale through? Who can tell me? Anybody aside from him? Anybody apart from him? He loves taking pictures. He loves taking moments. Huh?
I think Instagram.
God bless you. Instagram. All right. When you go to Instagram now, you see lifestyle. You see people telling stories. You do not have a very serious person. Like, I'm not saying, what I'm meaning is that if you are too professional, or you want to talk about being too professional, you should not focus on Instagram. You can be on Instagram, but Instagram is not your main target. And now let's walk around what he said. He said he loves taking pictures. So now when he takes quality pictures and he goes to Instagram, people start liking it, and he start building consistency. A time will come, people will see what he does. They will know him for his brand, and people start reaching out. All right, I want to do stuff. And even as a student, what you do is that you take pictures. That is what we call voiceover artist. All right, now that comes perfect with that you taking pictures. All right, it could be like, okay, there is matriculation for the newbies, for the 100 level students, and you went there and you took pictures, and you did a nice voiceover concept. All right, and you build that on Instagram. Before you know, people start saying, okay, I want to patronize your brand. I want to like that. All right, now to the next question. If you really want to be a professional person, maybe for instance, majorly you are focused on writing, you are focused on um digital product, and you want to build a professional brand, a real professional brand. All right. Let's say, for instance, okay, let me use myself for instance now. Now, what I do basically is, as a customer service support specialist, is that there are softwares that people use, organizations use in Europe, right? And we do the troubleshooting, we answer customers, we attend to, and there are tools that we use to determine the KPIs and all of these things. So where do you think my major focus should be? Hello?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get you, sir.
So I was talking about myself, about being professional, building a really professional stuff online. Where is the best place to scale through? I mean the social media space to really do so well. Anybody?
Sir, as was I missed the profile you said, sir.
Okay. So I was asking a question. Okay. You want to answer?
I want to drop my question to answer the question.
Okay. Hello?
Is that you are still asking on what do we love doing or something like that?
Yes, I was asking. So I was now saying that.
Because I want to say my own is actually on. I just love being coaching, mostly for football, because that's what I even did for a living actually for now.
Oh, that is good. Okay, coaching for football. Okay, let me just rush through what I said last, and I'll just go and talk about the coaching of football. Now, I was talking about building a professional brand, and the best place to scale is LinkedIn currently. How many of us have heard about LinkedIn? Hello? Okay, I can see someone giving a sign. So when you want to build a professional brand, and you want people to really see what you put out there, then you go to LinkedIn. All right, then we'll come back to that. So someone was talking about love being, coaching, and that is what he does for a living. Now, when you even go to the social media space, it means that is even more wider. All right, you could scale through Instagram, yes, and there are you take videos, nice videos of your coaching session, how you coach people, and how your people do. You know what people want to see online there is results. They just want to see the positive result. The same way people celebrate success, and they do not know what you went through. So you could scale through Instagram and X. All right, because X is a place where people want to see what are we calling it now? They want to see opinions, insights, ideas. Maybe for instance, a club posted on their X, and X is majorly what some people use it for is that they say it is used for dragging, it is used to create all sort of dramas. But even much beyond that, there are many things that you can do on X. So now you now put in. I've seen some people that someone made a post and they go under that comment section and they put what they do there, and through that attempt, people reach out to them. All right, so that is what we are saying. And for volunteers, many people put their value on money. Money is good, yes, it is. Obviously, there is a stage where you build your brand to, and you start generating finance for you. But even as volunteers, it gives you a right heart to serve. And take, for instance, you're serving as a volunteer in Nuga. Now, Nuga now posted a video. Maybe some of these days, Oshime was not, or Sime, or just permit me, anyhow I pronounce his name, was now scrolling through, And it just happened upon Nuga because he's a sports body. And he just said, okay. And he said, who is this guy? Who's this guy? This guy. And even from there, you could start scaling with your own brand. There were people that it was even from this social media space that they were signed. We have the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho, and you know, these people that are now look at Cesar Oshoala now. You know, these people, this is how they were seen. People put them on the social media space for people that really matters, people that can align with what they are doing. All right. So for everyone, your page speaks before you do. So let's move to the next slide. To the next slide, please. All right. Now, personal branding basics. Now, if you do not want to deceive yourself, these are questions you need to ask yourself. Identifying your niche. We talked about sports. Someone already talked about sport. Media. All right. Someone already talked about it that he loves taking moment. All right. And administration. Some people they are just good at administration. All right. And those kind of people, you know, those ones are not in the physical, they're not in the forefront, but there is how they document the things that they do and they put on social media space. And people, okay, let me give an example. Now, while I was doing my course, we were told that what we're doing after every class, we should just be documenting on LinkedIn. And from that documenting, there was an international recruiter that reached out to me and gave me an international offer, right? As simple as that. And the person said he has been secretly looking at what I'm doing, that this person will be good at administration, and that is it, that settles it. So don't think that, okay, it is until you are at the forefront. Even if you are good at administration, that does not take you backwards, right? And tech, and you see that, in fact, that is the latest oil money in town, all right? So that these are places where you identify your strength. It is not that someone is doing something and you also want to do. And the next thing is consistency. Consistency build recognition. And the way the social media space recognizes that you are alive is that what you do consistently comes up on the social media space. All right, it interrupts some people's viewing. All right, have you seen that? Maybe you love watching a comedy, and when you go to Facebook, you go to Instagram, you go to some other social media space, and it is that same person that is being brought to your FYP. That's what we call FYP. All right. So these are the things that, you know, people looked at. All right. These are things that when as it continues to show by consistency, people know that you are serious. People know that you are good at what you do. All right. Now, the next thing here is that your brand is a story people tell about you when you are not in the room. Obviously, the role that I told you about came from someone that saw me online and was working with that international recruiter and just gave me a referral. All right. Someone did a design for me on LinkedIn and the person just needed my recommendation. So it was on the basis of my recommendation that I gave the person access. All right, so let's move to the next slide, please. Yes, we talked about content creation and storytelling already. All right, now document, don't just exist. Some of us, when we go to the social media space, when I check through, there is nothing telling us about your brand there. So it means that that person's seemingly is not existing. You are just adding to the numbers that are making money, to the people that are monetizing what they do online. All right, so when you go to events, you volunteer, and even by going out, by content creation, by storytelling, you are learning even from the moment. The next slide, please. Now, for writing. So I don't know how, if possible, if the opportunity can be given, because there are, even as students, sitting down, as I'm sitting down with you, there are 50 plus AI tools that I have with me, sitting down here. There are 50 plus AI tools. You just imagine, and that is just a little, and that is about writing. Okay, when it comes about writing, for people that are into writing, there are four very important sections about writing. And I guess Mrs. Ogechi, or Miss Ogechi rather, is a very good writer. Yes, I've gone through her page and I see that there is this, she knows how to articulate things in writings. And there is 4 major important part of a writing. The hook. What does it mean? It means the first thing in your writing that gets the attention of people. When you do not get the hook right, people do not even want to read what you're talking about. Okay, let's take for instance, you are scrolling online and you see how I made my first 6 figures in dollars. You'll be like, oh my God. You would, and you are a tech person, you want to engage into the tech space, you want to read it. Now that takes you to the message. You want to know how the person got to that result, and that takes you to the value. Obviously, it is the value that the message is delivering that makes the person put it online. And for engagement, and that is what puts your brand outside, even in writing, is CTA, what we call to action. All right. Let's say, for instance, you could just put there, what would you want me to talk about in my next post? So people start writing, people start gaining engagement, and that is how the person is being seen. It gets to more people. As different people are commenting, it is notifying other people in their network that something is happening here. All right. And for AI tools, how many let me ask a question. What AI tool do you know that is good for writing, that is popular? Can you name the one that you know? The AI tools that you know? Anyone?
I don't know if Grammarly can be considered as one.
Yes, perfect. Grammarly, yes. Any other person? Huh?
What about Gemini AI, sir?
I can't hear you well.
Gemini AI. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
Gemini AI, yes. Gemini AI, all right? What other tool? No one has talked about ChatGPT. That, I think that is very common. Okay, let me tell you. We have in writing, we have ChatGPT, what we call Queen, what we call Viral Sky, we have Perplexity, we have Grok. How many of us have heard about it? And obviously Gemini that you talked about. So there are different. We have Claude AI. How many of us have heard about it? So these are AI tools that you can use to scale online. All right. So the next slide, please. The next slide. All right. Now, AI and staying relevant. AI and staying relevant. Now, you see, someone was saying something online that the artificial intelligence should not take away men completely or take away human completely. It is to make work more efficient. And how to be relevant in this world of artificial intelligence is by consistently making research. If you are not consistently making research, you would just be stagnant. You just be there. All right. So it is by making research that you'll be relevant. All right. Please give me a minute, please. Can you give me a minute, please?
Hello, everyone. Please, if you can hear me, kindly state hello. Shehu Mohammed.
Hello,
Iran.
ma'am. Good evening,
Yes,
ma'am.
please. What happened? Why is the turn up low? Did you guys tell your colleagues to join? Put on your socials as well. This is not nice. This happened first session. It can't be happening again. It's not fair. It's not. You guys are alone with the registration number.
Ma, you said what, ma?
I said, what happened? The registration turnout is really good, but people were having here in the meeting, what's going on? Where are the others?
Okay, I'll put a reminder out there again for people to join
Aaron,
again, ma.
where is Tolu? Where is the girls? Where are the girls? Where's everyone? Sean, did you go to the group chat and send out these messages that it's essential to join the sessions? Okay, you're back now. We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Williams.
All right. Can you hear now?
Yes, we can.
So it is staying relevant, and I'll be moving to the question and answer shortly. I'll be rounding up very shortly. All right. So look at what is written here. They said that okay, AI to help students and more. All right. Let's move because of time. Let's move because of time. Let's move because of time. To the next slide, please. Okay. Now, this is a very important aspect. This is a very important aspect about okay. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Your actions and your step to do. Clean your page, audit your profile. And because every one of us joined, this is what I'll do. If possible, does everyone has a LinkedIn page? And that is what I want to do for the purpose of people that actually stayed. I would actually help you audit your page for free. And this is what we do for money. And this is what we charge people. All right. So for the purpose of you joining this meeting, I will audit your page for you, your LinkedIn page. And that, I think that should be an assignment. You get a LinkedIn page, then you open it, then I would help you with auditing it, all right, and giving you a clean page, all right, and the AI tools and all of these things that you will do to scale through. And if you already have a defined niche, another thing I'll be helping you with is a content calendar. What will not make you burn out even for 30, 60 days online? Some of us, we don't know what to post, and that is why we do not want to do. And it's not that we do not want to be online, but we do not even have the clear picture of what we want to do. But this is what I'll do. I'll give us the calendar, content calendar for our niche, and yes, I'll just ensure that I think that is okay. That is fine. Please. All right. So defining your niche. I already talked about niche the other time. Define your niche, what you are good at, and maybe probably there is a skill or you are confused about things that you can do. I don't know if such opportunity is open for, okay, I think there'll be question and answer. All right. So post intentionally. All right. You don't just post and you want to be lazy about it. No, people will not, in fact, it will not take you, people will not take you serious. All right. You will not be seen as a serious person. All right. So, and building your footprint. Yes, building takes time. You're not just coming and you say that within 1 or 2 days, you want to start earning millions of dollars. All right. So, building your niche, building your footprint, it will cost you time. It might even take you earlier than you expect. Yeah. The next slide, please.
I think that's all the slides.
Okay. So,
yes.
Yeah. All right. So on this note, we'll be taking the question and answer.
So please, any questions you have, please, if you feel like putting on your mic, kindly indicate and give us your questions with your name and university. And if you want to drop it in the chat, that is as well taken. Even after the meeting ends, you can drop it for me in the group chats and I'll make sure to relate it to Williams. And like he said, he is being very gracious and nice to us. He said he's going to help some of you audit your pages. So those that would like that, kindly just signify in the group chats back on our socials where we always meet up. So put your full name and you'd like this offer or service from him, and I'll make sure to get that across. Thank you so much, Williams, for that wonderful, powerful presentation. Even the things I thought I knew, I learned one or two things today as well. Thank you so much for giving us some of your time. Are you still here with us?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Thank
So
you. So,
I'm still waiting.
questions. Anybody who has questions? If no questions, Williams is going to be asking you questions. Our speaker would definitely ask questions. Olahita, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Are you here with me? So yes, since we'll be taking questions, can some of you kindly put on your mics for me? If not all of you, please. Like, this is the only request I'm making. Please put on your mic so we can, sorry, not your mic, your camera, so we can take a quick virtual picture for our socials, please. Olahita, Sheung, Esther, Raman. Raman, I'm seeing you. Jaye, Aaron, please put on your mic, please. Your mic and your camera, whichever. If you have questions, you can ask, or we just take the pictures first. Thank you, Olahita. Mohammed, are you with us? Sunday, Raman. Man, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. My camera is actually on. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, but we can't
The
see
camera is
Raman.
on.
Where are the others? Your colleagues.
I'm not sure
So
who they
please,
are
can
actually. I don't know. I don't.
okay, please can you
Everybody show up.
put off your mic, please? I think you're the only one that the mic is on. Thank you. Please, Sunday, if you're with us, kindly put on your camera. Any questions? Any questions, please? Those that already have digital platforms, I'm sure you have more questions to ask to amplify what you have in there, to be able to know how to add more value. So any questions from any one of you? You know, we're getting closer to the end of this, but questions would really be wonderful and helpful to help others understand the context of why we are here today. Okay. Someone trying to ask a question.
Okay, someone is asking a question.
And my question is about the last listening. How to build our. I want him to explain more about that.
I can't hear you, please.
Like, I want you to explain more on that last part. How to build our footprint.
How we use
George,
our
can you put your question in the chat? I can't really hear you. We can't really hear you.
exactly.
Yes, I think his question is close to something around how to build your profile, something like that. I think that's what I heard briefly. George, please kindly type it into the chat for us, please. We can't get you. Anyone else with a question? If your network connection is a bit poor, please kindly drop it in the chats. We would definitely get to that immediately. So those with their camera still on, please, do you have any question for us? Yes. Raman, we can see your screen now, but it's not on you. William, the chat is open. Should I read out the question for you?
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Okay, so Mohammed said, how can I make my CV professional and how can it pass 75%?
Okay. Yes. You know, the first thing we talked about, I think we talked about digital presence. All right. I will talk about your profile as a CV. And I guess the person is talking from the standpoint of um okay, please 1 minute, please.
Okay.
1 minute.
Yes.
Yeah, please can you hear me?
Sorry, Williams. I think you're in two places and it's
Yes.
the sound.
What actually happened was that okay.
Please, can you mute one?
Yeah, can we hear me now?
Yes, we can. Sorry, for the sake of time and other questions I would like to read out to you. If this isn't digital presence related, because of he talked about CV, so he didn't specify if it's a digital platform or an actual paper document CV, so that we don't go out of the theme for today. Are you here with me, William?
Yes, I am here with you. So I just want to understand, I guess he's talking about the paperwork, right? The hard copy CV kind of, or the software, soft copy kind of CV, all right? Now, and I want to believe, yes, I want to believe the person actually acts because of, there are some certain maybe jobs online or remote roles that there is a kind of test that when you submit your CV, that there is an artificial intelligence or AI module that runs the test on your CV. So when it passes the criteria, then you can proceed to interviews. All right. So now, how to do that is there's some research you will make and there are some tools you will subject it to. When you, for instance, now, maybe you put the CV together in written form, then probably you go to AI and you ask that, okay, this tailored to this kind of niche. I want you to help me revamp this to suit this niche. Then it gives you, and it's not one funny thing about people is that they just pick it, copy and paste like that. And one thing you should understand is that you have to make it human. All right. So, and it is because it is not human that we run the test. I hope you know. It is the same AI you subject it to that will run the test. It is not as though you will submit that CV and they will be marking it and they will give it, okay, this is 60 over 100, this is 70 over 100. So the artificial intelligence stuff that is, looking at, that is also that is the one that is grading what you are submitting, is still the one that you will consult to revamp it to your suited taste. I don't know if that answers your question.
Mohammed, are you still here?
Yeah, that's ready. Thank you.
Okay. The next one is Durojare wanted you to explain more on how we can build our footprint. I'm guessing he means digital footprint.
Okay. Maybe I don't know if it joined early, but it's fine. Now, how to build your footprint is number one, you have to have a niche. That is the first thing. So now, when you have a niche, it comes with clarity. Then you can now go further to say, okay, this is my niche. This is the product I want to serve. This is the audience that needs my service. This is the right location where my services are needed. All right. Then you give it a time bound. Within this time to this time, what is the expected result that I need to walk through? All right. So you don't just want to make a brand and you just say, okay, it doesn't work haphazardly. All right. It doesn't work that way. So there is a time bound, there is clarity, there is audience, there is location. All of these things matters. If it requires capital too, there is capital. If it requires knowledge, research, you know, you don't just say, okay, I love storytelling, and you sit down that way. You will not even scale through, because there are thousands, there are millions of people that are doing the same thing. And one thing you should strive at is that to be excellent at whatever niche that you are. All right. That if you go to my page on LinkedIn now, there is the way I position myself, that there are people. Okay, there was a recruiter that came to me and he said, because you said that you attend to $500,000 to $1 billion enterprise clients, I don't think I can pay your service. Now, it is already given that this is the kind of people that this person wants to serve. All right. And it does not mean that I am not open to people to serve them. But what I'm saying is that this is the kind of person I am. This is the people that I am. Obviously, someone who wants to do a POS business now, and it's not that the person is not doing something, but obviously I would not be able to render service to that kind of person. Someone who is doing one shop something cannot hire my service. I cannot even advertise my products to the person, because obviously the person may not meet up. But there are selected people that are financially buoyant enough, to walk through my product. So those are the kind of people that I can work with. And basically, where I'm positioned is with the white mostly, because these things are not really well known in Nigeria, are not really used, except for some upgraded organizations that have influences overseas. Right? So these organizations that I work with. So when you say you are building your footprint, ensure that all of these things are there. Imagine you want to venture into tech, and you're in an environment where there is no consistent electricity. In fact, prayer and fasting cannot solve that problem. It means you not scale, because this is very, very important. The people you are dealing with, they have consistent and 100% electricity system. So they don't understand that it's because of light that I'm not able to do a certain thing. I hope that answered your question, please.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Hello, Williams. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yes, the last one we have here in the chat is concerning creating a niche. How do we tell what works for us, and is it advisable to do one or more things until a particular niche appeals to us?
All right.
Is that clear?
Now, you know what? I'll be taking it one after the other. I want to ensure that I attend to the question very well. Now, because obviously the person asking that question, maybe the person asking that, okay, I'm good at this thing, I'm good at this, and I'm good at this. Okay, which one would probably best position me rightly on the social media space? I guess that is where the person is coming from. All right, that is just the idea behind the question of that person. So the first question, please just take through the first part of the question.
Take it again.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Concerning creating a niche, how can we tell what works for us?
All right. Yeah. Let me answer that first. Now, concerning creating a niche, I said it the other time that there is nothing you want to do if you do not have passion for it. If natural, see, there is a way God designed everyone. For me now, the other aspect of me, one of those things that made me venture into where I am. That is why I did not go to the rugged part of the tech. Yes, if I want to do coding, I have people at my dispenser that they can, in fact, I would not even have to pay, except I just want to value them and pay for their service. But this is me not going into coding. Now, one thing that works best for me is communication. I can speak from morning till night. That is my strength. So obviously, and I have this thing of having people at heart. So obviously, that means the customer service place is rightly positioned for me. So I can bear with people, I can associate with people, I can communicate with people. So these are qualities, these are things that, I looked through and I said, okay, this is the niche I am going to. Imagine you are a shy person and you say that you want to go into video content creating. There is faceless video content. Hope we know. When you go to YouTube, there are some faceless that you don't even need to visualize yourself. There are some AI content now that people do now, this video. In fact, they will not even know that you're a shy person. You just put your things online, put it together, and then people start buying your product, your service, all right? So how you determine your niche is, the first thing is that you check your passion. The thing that was I asked the question, what you naturally do, what that even from now to tomorrow you can do and you're not tired of it. If you are someone that you are good at critical thinking, analytical thinking, it means there is an aspect that is called data science, data analytics. So you know how to do around with figures. I think it was my younger brother, and he was about to, and he said, okay, he does graphic design also, but he studied math. That's at FUNAB, and he said, okay, bro, I want to venture into stuff like this. And he gave me two aspects. He said he wants to work with, he's looking into cyber security and also data science. And I asked a simple question. And because of his love for mathematics, for calculation and all of that, and that tailored him around data science. And he's now doing data science now. And there are organizations that are paying that real good. So defining your niche comes with that natural thing that even God gave you. The natural thing you love doing. It starts from as simple as that. So please, the next part of the question, so that I do not take too much time.
Is it advisable to do one or more thing until you find a particular niche that you prefer?
All right. Now, what I would ask, what I would suggest is that at an early stage, if you start doing two or more things, number one, within time you'll be frustrated, honestly, because what gives life to what you are doing online is consistency. So if you are doing this, 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 the best advice I can give you is that now, see, when you have 5 things that you do, trust me, there is one thing that you are best at. Trust me. If you sit down to tailor it out, make research. Do you know how the research I made when I finally pitched my own? After I made all of this and I said that, okay, this is what I want to do. And I went on research and said that, would this have relevance in the next 50 years? Obviously, in the next 50 years, I'll not be working. Do you understand? But would it have relevance in the next 50 years? So I after I know that I can do 2-3 things, then I now looked at the one that has potential of scaling through for a longer period of time. There are some work now. There are some people now that, there was a time that you need to get to bank before you deposit money. But now, from the comfort of your house, you can open an account. In fact, you don't even have things to do with bank. There are some fintech organizations that solve all of these products, all of these problems without you getting the stress of reaching the bank. So there is something that you will love to do. Okay, let me give you, for instance, I started with customer service support, and along the line, I manage a social media page. I run an online marketing for a fintech firm, and also I write. Yes, and see, there are all of these things that it is when clarity comes that I now have finance to also finance another part that I now venture into other things. Some of these things we need capital. You want to put like money in different places. It means this one now, you'll be concerned that it's not scaling. It's better that you focus on one, and when that one is doing so well, then you go to the next one. In fact, if you want to do 10 things, nobody stops you. But it is advisable that you find the one that is your strength, the one that you are very good at, and the one you know that you permit me to say something in Yoruba. Yoruba will say, Oba Igbamu. That it means that within the age and time is really valuable. What you want to do is really valuable. So that is it. So my advice is that you take it a step at a time. I hope that answers your question, please. Hello?
Are you still here? That's your
Yes, yes,
question.
yes.
Okay. I think they had a network connection issue, so she briefly left. Yes. Williams, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I don't think we will be getting any in-chat questions, but if we do get them to be outside of the webinar, and I'll definitely send it to you so you could respond to them, maybe with a voice note. I will drop it on the group chat for them, or one way or the other, and I will make sure to share the necessary
All right, no
details,
problem.
socials, and everything to them. Thank you so much, Williams, for being an awesome facilitator and speaker for us today. Thank you. We're very much grateful.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Students, are you still here with us? Hello? Is anybody here with me still?
Yes, you can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you
can
so
hear me.
much. We have officially come to the close of this wonderful session, and I hope you guys have gotten, more knowledge on what it is and the essence of having a digital presence, building a personal brand, understanding the art of writing for various social media platforms, which I'm sure we will definitely take up in further sessions to come. And I would love an increased turnout on that. And definitely we would share the recording with our wonderful participants and students and volunteers and others. This has been very beautiful. This has been insightful. This is still the Nuga Volunteer Network, embracing change, embracing service, embracing leadership, and all wonderful trends to come. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. To the lovely participants that are here, thank you for the reactions, for the responses, and for taking out your time to join. This is the official webinar where I'm handling this myself, and I'm glad that there was a bit of turnout. Thank you all so much. Thank you, and have a great evening.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
so much.
everyone.
Good night, ma. Thank you. Good night.